On Friday, April 13th, 2029, we're going to have a full moon, and an asteroid named Apophis is going to be passing near the Earth. I thought that was like Groundhog Day all over again, but no, it's just another asteroid passing by. So let's take a look at this near-Earth asteroid that has quite a scary name. That's what it's all about right here. This channel takes a look at asteroids that are passing by the Earth, and if any of them are going to hit the Earth. And today we get to take a look at one that's going to be passing by in 2029. It's not going to hit the Earth, but it'll be coming pretty close. So let's take a look at this asteroid. Its name is 999942 Apophis. It's also known as 2004 MN4, and it's been classified as a potentially hazardous asteroid because it's roughly between 320 feet and 720 feet in size, and it's going to be making a close approach to the Earth in 2029. It'll actually make its closest approach in February of 2029, but we won't know how close it'll be until we get a little bit closer to it. As of now, it looks like it'll be passing by at about 31,000 miles from the Earth. That would be the same distance as the Moon, which is 34,000 miles away from us. This asteroid was first sighted back in June of 2004. Since then, they've been able to track it back through old photographic plates, going all the way back to 2003. And they were even able to go forward and see it in 2005. They could continue to track this asteroid going into the future and probably for many years after this before it comes back around and makes another approach to the Earth. The reason why it can be tracked so far into the future is because it orbits the Sun every 324 days, and it has a very predictable orbit that's well within the realm of what the current technology can predict and calculate. The reason why this is known as Apophis is because the folks that found it thought it was named after the Egyptian god of darkness and evil. I think they've done a great job with giving a lot of these asteroids names that have to do with gods or goddesses. We had one recently named Jugo that was passing by, and that one had to do with the Aztec god of rain. And that was kind of fitting because it came during a time where California desperately needed some rain. So yeah. They've done a really good job naming these asteroids after gods and stuff, but I don't know. I always like to tell people it's spelled with a PH instead of a B because that's my favorite candy bar. Like, I still think they sell those up in Canada, but I don't know if they do or not. I haven't been up there in a while. And I don't know, I just always liked the Apollo's candy bar. It was like a chocolate-covered caramel thing, and it was just delicious. Now, one of the reasons why this is considered a potentially hazardous asteroid is because it has a high relative velocity towards the Earth. Its relative velocity is about 130,000 miles per hour. That is fast. That's the equivalent of about 180,000 kilometers per hour. And it's definitely going to be fast when it passes by the Earth. But keep in mind that anything that's orbiting the Earth is going about 900 miles per hour. So anything that's passing by the Earth has a relative velocity to the Earth of about 900 miles per hour. So this asteroid does have a pretty high velocity compared to a lot of other ones that we've seen pass by. Right now, this is only about the size of the Earth's moon. And as it gets closer to the Earth in 2029, it'll grow in size. Right now, it's about 20 arc-seconds across. On April 13th, 2029, it'll be about 1 arc-minute across. And that means that with a decent telescope, you should be able to spot it. As it gets closer to the Earth, it'll begin to appear larger. And if you have one of those backyard telescopes, you might be able to catch this one. Now, I don't recommend chasing down an asteroid with your telescope, but if you have one and you're looking out there anyway, you might notice something a little bit strange going on. You might want to check out the photographic plates from before 2004 too, and see if you can find it in those. It'll be fun to look back and say, hey, I saw it back then. I just didn't know it at the time. This asteroid does have a 0.275 million probability of impact within 100 years. That doesn't mean that there's a 27.5% chance that it's going to hit the Earth. It just means that there's a 0.275% chance that it'll hit the Earth within the next 100 years. If you want to break that down further, it's about 0.003% per year. So that's basically nothing. It's not going to hit the Earth in 2029. It's not going to hit the Earth in the next 100 years. It may have hit the Earth in the past, but as of right now, it's not going to hit the Earth. As it passes by the Earth in 2029, it'll be in between Mars and Jupiter, close to Mars. It'll be making its closest approach in February of 2029, like I said, and it'll be at its greatest distance in December of 2028. And I guess what I meant by it'll be between Mars and Jupiter is it'll be passing by Mars. It'll be passing by Mars in January of 2029, and it'll be passing by Jupiter in September of 2028. So it'll be kind of doing this loop-de-loop around the Sun, passing by Mars, and then passing by the Earth. I mentioned earlier that the size of this asteroid is about between 320 feet and 720 feet in size. But as of right now, based on the data that they've collected, the best estimate for the size is 500 feet in diameter. So let's assume that it is 500 feet in diameter. And let's talk about the energy that it would take to destroy the Earth if it did hit the Earth. In order to destroy the Earth, you'd need about 4% of the total mass of the Earth to be blown up. So if we took 4% of the Earth's mass and blew that up, that would destroy the Earth. To blow up 4% of the Earth's mass, you'd need about 6.4 sextillion pounds of TNT. Well, this asteroid weighs about 50 billion pounds, so you would need 1.28 trillion of these asteroids to destroy the Earth. So you got a lot of them lined up. You got 1.28 trillion of them lined up destroying the Earth. It wouldn't be pretty. But let's be honest, the chances of that happening are absolutely nil. Not only is it unlikely that this asteroid is going to hit the Earth, it's unlikely that there's even that many asteroids out there this size. There may be that big, but I don't think there's that many. So don't worry about that one. In 2029, it'll be passing by the Earth, and it'll be safe to look at, safe to watch, and it'll be cool to see it with maybe some of your friends. You can set up a backyard telescope if you have one, otherwise you can just look at it with your naked eye. It'll be safe to stand outside and look up at the sky. You'll be fine. You won't be blown up by this asteroid. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. And it'll be cool to see something other than the moon and the sun in the sky. It'll be nice. If you enjoy the video, I would appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. Also, make sure to subscribe if you're new and you haven't done so already. I would appreciate that. But otherwise, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day and be safe. Thank you.